All right, welcome Triton Trojan fans. I'm Andrew here alongside Gavin, Greer, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. As we're live here from North Judson St. Pierre High School to take on the Lady Jays. Triton comes in with a 10-12 record as they get ready to face off against a 17-4 Lady Jays squad, averaging 52 points a game while allowing 37 points a game. Triton coming in 30 points a game, but defensively allowing 36.6. But however, that stat is a little bit mismanaged. If you look what they did in the Bi-County against John Glenn and Bremen, held two teams at least 10 points under what they average per game. If Triton's defense can continue to play strong tonight, Gavin, I think this really puts this team really in the kind of the driver's seat to have a chance in this one.
They did really well in Bi-County, playing strong, not giving up. They just need to do that tonight against this strong team.
I mean, this right here, this is where you got to take everything you can learn from this one because, you know, we don't have the toughest road out, but yet it's still going to be work. Argus is going to make you work, and yet you're going to have to face another team in lacrosse. If you're going to give past there, then eventually it's going to probably all roads are going to lead to Oregon Davis unless there's an upset. But you look at how things go. This is the kind of game where you can really grow from and really learn from it as things start to kind of transpire there. I mean, Who are you really looking at to kind of shut down on the Lady Jays? I think we were talking about Frazier. I know she's really good at volleyball, but she might be the one you really want to shut down.
I think on Max Preps it said she's averaging about 25 points per game, so that's who I would focus on. I can't remember who the other one was, but next closest was like 6 points a game.
All right. So we're about 30 seconds away here. Gavin, who we got starting real quick before we have the national anthem?
For the Lady Jays, we have Natalie Gepka, Lillian Frazier, Jordan Dusick, and Abby Chambers, Adeline Harper. For Trojans, Taren Yates, Jaelyn Bules, Abbey Viers, Lexia Hostrawser, and Kinsey Atkins.
So with that being said, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after the national anthem and the starting lineups on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Event side, we thank you in advance for promoting good sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise, kindly remove your hats, and join us in singing our national anthem. For tonight's varsity girls basketball game between the visiting Triton Lady Trojans and your very own North Judson St. Pierre Lady Jays. Here are tonight's starting lineups, beginning first with the visiting Lady Trojans from Triton High School. At forward, 5'10" junior, number 24, Abbey Viers. At forward, 5'10" senior, number 32, Lexia Hostrawser. At center, 5'2" freshman, number 34, Kinsey Atkins. At guard, 5'3" sophomore, number 4, Taren Yates. 5'7" junior, number 20, Jaelyn Bules. The Lady Trojans are coached by Adam Heckaman. And now for the starting lineup of your very own North Judson St. Pierre Lady Jays. At guard, 5'10" junior, number 10, Abbey Chambers. At forward, 5'10" senior, number 42, Natalia Gepka. At guard, 5'6" junior, number 24, Addie Harper. At guard, 5'10" junior, number 32, Lily Frazier. And at the other guard, 5'5" junior, number 11, Jordan Duschak. The Lady Jays are coached by Chris Neubauer. Tonight's official.
All right, there's the starting lineups. Abbey Viers get ready for the tip as they await the Lady Jays to find them out on center court. Of course, she's joined out there with Kinsey Atkins, Lexia Hostrawser, Taren Yates, and Jaelyn Bules. Going up for the tip against Abbey Viers will be number 42, Natalia Gebka, the 5'10". Oh, I guess I thought it was. They're all going to shake hands before. Okay.
Hey,
good sportsmanship, like it.
just for us getting set up tonight, we've been asked several times what we need, anything to get going.
I'll tell you what, the hospitality here has been really good tonight. Really shout out to their athletic department. Really appreciate that. So up for the tip now will be, I think that is Abbey Chambers. So 5'10", the tallest player on their squad. So Abbey Viers and Chambers gets ready for the tip. The ball's up, we're underway. Frazier's got it. She works back up center court, resets, kicks it back on over here near side to Chambers, or Harper. Harper now. Works it back across. As Harper has it now, top the key. Works it on over to Dusick. Frazier, cross court. Harper now is going to go dribble drive up there off the front iron. No good. Rebound, Jaelyn Bules. Yates now at the basketball. She's going to get ready to come past the half court line. No look pass to Kinsey. Atkins finds Bules on the left wing. On top to Yates. Yates now works right. Retreats back. Dusick with some tight defenses. Frazier intercepts that pass. Hostrawser can't quite run her down. Frazier's up easy for the two.
Triton needs to get back better on defense, get in front of the girl driving the rim, not allow the easy bucket like that.
Bules now works it on over. Back to Yates now.
Did a good job getting across half court there.
The girls have really improved this season on their full court, facing full court pressure. And as long as they can control those turnovers, that's really going to help them out here tonight. Yates down the left wing. Viers trying to find some position down low. Hostrawser sets a nice screen. Bules loses her dribble there.
Oh.
Hands off, almost got a travel call there. Kinsey Atkins with it now. As Dusick with some pretty good defense out there on her atop the key. Bules now wants to go down low to Viers. Viers has possession. She goes up and in. Abbey Viers is on the board for Triton. Nice move there by the young lady there in the post.
Good lob to open up the play. Really gave her good space to go right up with it.
I see Atkins is going to get the workout tonight. It looks like they're running a box and one, and she's getting ran over all over the place.
Well, she's young. It's okay. She's in shape. But, hey, you know what? Right there, Kinsey's a very aggressive defender. I mean, that's a good position to have her in, just really kind of attack and really learn how to play defense against a pretty tough opponent. That's a good thing to have her moving quite as consistent as they are.
She's kind of like the girls' team Jared, playing them against the bigger opponent, doing really well against them.
Chambers goes down to her knees on the dribble there, and she'll work it back to Dusick on over to Harper. Harper now with it. Back on top to Dusick. Kicks it out to Frazier. Frazier now. She's the crossover, tries to feed back to Harper. She's straight away. She'll try a three. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Abbey Viers. Nice job by Abbey. She's had a big share in this one here early on as Triton's all knotted up at 2.
Jays play really good defense.
Bules now with it, spins, moves, feeds down low to Viers. Viers now with a put up, gets it there and gets the roll. Abbey Viers is doing such a great job by getting that ball in the post and going right to the basket. She's been real smart. Love her footwork and what she's doing down there as Triton takes a 2-point lead.
Doing a really good job at playing strong too, and back-to-back really good passes by Jaelyn Bules to get it open down low.
Harper drives through and there is a foul and they're going to call it
on Chambers.
On Chambers on the way through. So here comes that full court pressure. As Emily Rose just said, they've been practicing with them about once a week since they started. They have improved, and I do agree. Just a little bit of a high pass there. And really appreciate Heidi's. I am feeling better. I appreciate it. I really do. I am feeling a lot better.
See Dr. Feelgood. You must have got a little contagious.
He must have got contagious. He hasn't showed up yet tonight. Hey, I sent the emoji with the mask on, so I mean it works. Frazier now on the right wing, goes down. She pulls up the floater up high up the glass. No good. Rebound, Jaelyn Bules. Finds up to Yates. Yates now a little bit of a transition offense, and she'll slow it down for Kinsey Atkins. Finds Bules now on the left wing. Bules, Hostrawser cycles up top. Viers down low, goes up strong. Can't quite get it past Chambers, and we're going to get a foul on Viers on the reach in.
Good job by her to try to get the ball back, just too much contact there.
I don't have a 30.
So, you're missing a 30.
I don't have a 30. Do you have a 30?
No, I don't have a 30.
Great. Okay. So Burkett with it now. She goes down into Chambers, but that one will go down with the athletic director and who he's sitting with, and that's a turnover on the Lady Jays.
I think that could be Sophia Frazier. She
that might be.
Looks like Lillian.
That's who it is.
Okay, so Sophia Frazier then. Okay. I wondered. I saw a 44. There's also a 44 too. So Yates gets it now, following the turnover. Triton leading by 2. Yates works to Kinsey Atkins. She's up top to keep Burkett kind of inching her way out there to her. Nice job by her. I mean, she does a good job kind of patrolling that, using those arms, really cut off the passing lanes. Viers tries to get the hold of it, not, keeps it alive. Bules gets the basketball.
Really
Frazier.
Good hustle there to keep it alive.
Foul on the floor. Fouls on the Lady Jays, number 30.
Blue Jays really going after any ball they can, trying to force a lot of turnovers.
So fouls on Sophie Frazier. Well, sorry, Dr. Feelgood. I tried not to give it to you, but oh, man. Bules now on the left wing. Goes down low to Viers, has some position, but she can't quite get there. Pass just a little too far out of reach. And Triton will give it right back over. 3:43 remaining here in the first quarter. Triton leading by 2, looking good thus far. But the Lady Jays' offense kind of starting to spin their tires just a little bit. And
our defense has been doing really good to keep them from scoring. Really staying in front of their girl, doing a lot of good movement.
Frazier to Frazier on that one, back iron, no good, and it's a fight for the basketball, and Taren Yates comes away with it. Nice job by her to patrol the whole court, and they're going to get Lillian Frazier with the foul.
Foul on the floor.
Taren did a good job at dribbling through the defense there. Really good job keeping her head up and knowing where they're coming from.
And that was a good, like you said, that's good heads. That's good awareness. You're seeing these girls really start to that awareness, and that a lot of their experience on the court this season, they are really starting to grow. Since at Bi County, this team has just exploded at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
As the battle for 4th place in the HNAC is underway here, Triton's leading by 2.
Yeah, that's correct.
Kinsey Atkins, side iron, no good. Abbey Viers fights for the rebound, knocks it away to Bules. Bules then gets it knocked away by Frazier. Burkett has it now on the fast break. Doesn't have numbers, but she's going to take it herself. High up the glass and puts it in. Tie ball game.
That was a good job to get over a taller defender in Lexia.
Well, that's kind of a thing there. She didn't quite have the numbers, but she did a good job by kind of pulling away there, but then going off the glass. It's the right situation what you want to do in that right there. I mean, that's the right thing to do in that situation. Yeah. Kinsey Atkins goes to Bules now on the left wing. Hostrawser cycling up top. Bules now tries to use that spin move to lose Frazier. Can't. Finds Hostrawser top the key. Finds Kinsey Atkins. She waits, backs out of it. Burkett tries to knock it away. Taren Yates now. Harper's out there on her. Hands off to Kinsey Atkins. And Coach Heckaman wants to have a word with his offense and see if they can kind of get things figured out. just a little slow developing as far as that offensive side goes. When you kind of have a great defense like that, you can't spend too much time because we know they're athletic. We know they can jump passing lanes. I mean, thus far, 3 turnovers for Triton, but can't get too patient there. I mean, that's the kind of the thing. I mean, you want to see what these ladies are doing out there. I mean, they're figuring it out. I mean, defensively, we're there. The offense has got to come now. That's where this team is going to take themselves to the next level. And by executing on offense, you know, one thing, the Lady Jays, they're very athletic. They're fast. We know that. But the girls here, I mean, tonight, when you're playing a faster opponent, Gavin, how do you usually want to attack that?
You want to go fast, too. You want to match their speed.
And then usually, I mean, with them kind of playing that fast break offense like that, you want to try to slow them down, trying to make them play with your momentum. But at the same time, on offense, you can't be slow and you can't wear yourself out. You got to be smart with your passing, too. You got to be on point. Kinsey Atkins works left as Bules gets on the left wing.
Doing a really good job at off-ball movement, trying to get multiple girls open.
Viers tries to get it down there as Chambers knocks it back on over as Frazier goes all the way through and goes coast to coast and gets it to drop.
With the steal and the bucket.
Abbey Viers has it now. Goes back on over to Taren Yates, past the half-court line. One-hand pass on over to Kinsey Atkins. Finds Yates on the left wing. Viers down low, trying to go up strong, but Chambers knocks it away, and we're going to jump ball call, and it'll stay here with Triton.
Triton's doing a good job with lob passes.
And Alyxa Viers checking in now for Lexia Hostrawser.
That's 2 times they use that lob pass to get down to Abbey. Really good job getting it over to their defender.
Sorry, didn't want to talk over here. I was just trying to make sure we pronounce it right. Bules now with the basketball on top to Kinsey Atkins. Viers hands off to Bules. She gets a good screen there, kicks out to Yates. Finds Kinsey Atkins now. Triton needing a bucket on this possession. Bules now goes back on over. Alyxa Viers is trying to get position on Frazier down low. Need to find a way to attack here. Kinsey Atkins goes on the attack, spin move, retreats out. Wanted to go cross court, smart move to pull that one back and not fire across the Taren. Yates now on the right wing. Works away from the screen, pulls it back. Got to get rid of it. Picked up her dribble, finds Kinsey Atkins, and Birkin comes through, but she'll travel as she'll get that one there and slide to a stop.
That was good hustle by Burkett there to get that, put her knees on the line to get the steal.
But the nice thing is the clock right now is Triton's friend as they burned off quite a lot of seconds ticked off that clock there. So, I mean, big thing there is, use that clock. That's one way to slow a team down that's high-scoring offense is use the clock. Yates with the floater, puts it in. Tie ball game.
Good job to drive down to get the shot up over the defense to tie up the game.
And did a good job to get the defense napping there and find a way to attack that paint there, and really good with the floater there. Number 32, Lauren Frazier, who just shoots the 3, is the one who's averaging about 25 points a game as she gets that one there.
Got to give a shout out to the Bells. I think Don's probably watching tonight.
Hope he's feeling better.
Becky says, play hard, Triton, Abbey, and Alyxa Viers. We wish we were there.
Well, like I said, Hope he's feeling better. Hope to see him soon. Kinsey feeds Alyxa Viers down in the low block, and she'll get there for a travel. Can't quite get position, but got her feet moving just enough there to warrant that traveling call. As with 8.1 remaining, Judson and Triton are all knotted up at 6.
That was a good look by Kinsey to get down to Alyxa. Had really good positioning, just had defense swarm her and take it away. Not take away, make her travel.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter. We're all knotted up at 6. Gavin, you talk about a defensive first quarter. That was it.
It really is. Doing a really good job both sides, poking ball away and not allowing much offense to happen so far.
The boys baseball team is selling 50-50 tickets. Tickets are $1 each or 6 for $5.
I can't see it.
Winner will be drawn at the end of the third quarter.
Oh, yeah, their tennis team hates us. I'll tell you about that during halftime.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Now, this is a broadcast now, gentlemen.
So Abbey Viers was 4 and Taren Yates with 2 for the Trojans. And Abbey having that single foul for North Judson. Oh, we got to get this to work right. Burkett with 2. Frazier, and both of the Fraziers each with 2. And then both the Fraziers each have a single foul, and Chambers has a foul. And then as far as team stats there, of course, nobody needs. Her team was to the free throw line. Triton shooting 3 of 4, 2 points. North Judson 3 of 5. Triton tried that single 3-point attempt, and Judson's tried 3. Neither team's got neither one to drop. Triton there, those 6 turnovers to the North Judson to the single.
So here we go. The 5 going to be starting out there for the Lady Jays is going to be Burkett, Frazier. Out there with Dusick, Harper. And checking back in is Natalia Gebka, the senior. Got a couple seniors out there on the floor for the Lady Jays.
Real quick, when I can see that they're listening, I'd like to mention that we share the conference trophy with them.
Oh, my goodness. Soriano, Yates, Kinsey Atkins, and Alyxa Viers out there with Lexia Hostrawser, the 5 for Triton. Frazier with the crossover, floats it down low and can't quite get the drop to Gebka. Oh, they're going to say it went off of Triton.
I didn't see it touch any of our players. Did a good job to close the lane, though. Make them almost make a mistake.
Frazier inbounds to Burke in the corner. On over. Dusick with it now. Gives it back to Frazier. She'll cycle up top the key. And we're gonna get an illegal screen on the Lady Jays. I believe it's gonna be on Gebka, and it is. So that'll be the 14th foul thus far on the Lady Jays. As Hostrawser inbounds to Yates, here we go on offense. Kinsey Atkins with the basketball. Past the half-court line. Gets trapped in the corner, got to help her out, and Frazier does a good job by keeping that one alive. Frazier fights for some contact as she goes on the fast break, up and in. Head coach Chris Neubauer wanting more pressure on the offense there as Hostrawser gets that one knocked away, keeps with it though. Nice job by Hostrawser, but we're going to get a timeout for Coach Heckaman in the Triton offense.
She did a good job at being strong, keeping the ball alive as it went up there.
So, I mean, big thing, like I said, for North Judson, this is a team that's really worked hard this season. I mean, this is a team that took out an Ox team that was undefeated at one point. So, I mean, there's a lot of talent there to keep an eye on. But Triton, one thing I want to say for these girls and how they've really worked this season, they just faced a John Glenn team that beat Oregon Davis by 3. A team that Oregon Davis doesn't really seem to get beat, but Triton found a way to beat them. Big thing for them is continue that defensive stuff up, defensive pressure up, keep it going, but they've got to find an answer on that offensive side. Someone's going to have to step up and take over the offense. We saw Taren Yates and Abbey Viers do that, but there's got to be a third person willing to be that person to do that. I mean, you know Kinsey Atkins can shoot. We know Hostrawser can shoot. So, I mean, got to get themselves kind of opened up and start just kind of get ahead of steam and really fight hard on the offensive side.
Just have to keep shooting. That's the only way you're going to be able to get it in.
Ball control, ball control, ball control. Brock Osweiler there on that one. Our ball security is job security, I guess. I think that's what he said. Yates now with the basketball on top. Harper inching her way out to her. Kinsey Atkins loses it, feeds it over to Soriano. Soriano gets a screen from Hostrawser, but then nice job by Frazier to jump there on that one. And the possession is going to stay with Triton.
Possession now is in favor of the Lady Trojans.
Hostrawser now to inbound. Viers had position down low on Gebka. Hostrawser gets it just in time as Yates gets it, but Frazier's going to come in. We're going to fight for another jump ball. This time it's going to go to the Lady Jays.
Good try by Taren to get in there and try to get a ball away. Really good job playing strong down on the ground.
And Hostrawser not quite one to feed it down to Lex. Didn't think she must have had quite enough possession, or I'm afraid she couldn't get it kind of over across her because I mean Frazier there could have kind of lined in there and knocked it away too. So, and then Emma Hepler and Abbey Viers will check in next dead ball. As Dusick feeds Burkett, she'll go through the line, loses it off somebody's leg as Harper with the floater puts it in. And there's the largest lead of the ball game, 10-6. North Judson's got the lead. Soriano with the basketball goes on over to Hostrawser and she'll fight, but I think she's going to travel with her feet there before she passes it. As Soriano and Alyxa Viers come out. And Emma Hepler, the sharp shooting junior, finds her way in. Emma Hepler's one that has really fought for minutes, and she has really improved as the season gone on. Her confidence level is through the roof.
She did really well in the John Glenn game, the Bi-County. Really came in, provided a spark off the bench that we needed to close out the game.
Yates now inbounds to Kinsey Atkins. Atkins with the basketball. Works to Taren Yates. Yates now patiently gives it to Emma Hepler, who gets a screen from Hostrawser. And Frazier jumps the route and tries to knock it away. Hepler now in trouble. Got to get rid of it.
Just throw it.
And she'll get a 5-second violation there. So Dusick gets ready to inbound it. Harper now going to take things now past the half-court line. They're going to go back to work.
Anytime Triton sets a screen, it seems like that's her name, right? Yeah, Frazier comes off of her defender and switches the other one, always picks it away.
And the senior Gebke gets the point there as they take a 6-point lead. Yates now feeds it over to Kinsey Atkins. Got to find a way to get across this pressure, and she does. Feeds him a Hepler. Nice job by Hepler to corral that one. Hostrawser low block, banks open.
Good job by Lexi to go up strong with that. Really good passing to work to that open shot.
Lexia and Abbey are doing a real good job using that glass here tonight. They did that during the bye counting. This team really, like I said, that offense, those two twin towers down low really have developed well as the season went on.
They have.
Dusick with the left wing three, puts it in.
Lexia did a good job closing out, just wasn't far enough out to take the shot away.
That leads out to 7 as Yates with the basketball to Hepler here on the near side. Yates feeds Kinsey Atkins now. Atkins now against their ties. Dusick will jump in, but she'll take it out of bounds. And we'll have a couple substitutions coming in now. Will be Abby Chambers and number 30, Sophia Frazier.
Got kind of cool. I think the air conditioner must have kicked on.
We're going to have a heat wave on Sunday, so, I mean, I guess might as well kick it on.
Get it prepared.
Get prepared. There you go. Yates now directing traffic, finds Hostrawser. She wanted to dribble into that one, but Chambers shut it off. Kinsey Atkins with it now. Feeds Hepler, low, lazy pass, and Frazier comes away with it. Frazier goes up strong in the lay-in. No good. Rebound, Emma Hepler.
Good job by trying to get back and put pressure on her and force the layup to go off.
Frazier almost came away with that one. Kinsey Atkins to Taren Yates on the near side. She's in the corner, works herself back up top to Emma Hepler. Hepler feeds her down low. There's a lot of pressure there as they left the right elbow shot by Lexia Hostrawser's up and in.
Triton did a really good job at passing around until they had a good opportunity, and when Lexia had it, she took it.
And that lead shrinks down to 5 as Harper now works over to Dusick. Dusick back to Harper. Harper, another three from the same spot. Can't get that one to drop. Rebound's going to go to Frazier, and she'll shoot up there, and Emma Hepler will get draw the foul.
Fouls on the Lady Trojans, number 22, Emma Hepler. That sends Sophie Frazier to the line. She'll shoot 2 for the Lady Jays.
So Sophia Frazier now to the line for 2, and first shot's up and in.
Jaelyn
Bules will check in for Hostrawser, who just hit 4 straight points for the Trojans. So the Twin Towers providing most of the offense, the points tonight for the Trojans. But then Taren Yates with that floater down the middle. If Taren can find a way to drive the basket and just pull up those floaters, I mean, shades off her brother there. If she can do that and attack the basket and go with that floater, a lot of good things can come Triton's way.
Mm-hmm.
Yates now with the basketball. Quickly feeds Kinsey Atkins. Dangerous pass there, and she corrals it. Yates feeds back to Kinsey Atkins. Goes to Emma Hepler on the left side. Hepler now goes to Bules. Frazier out there doing kind of pulled her out of the post and put her up out top. See if she can knock away a few steals. Yates now backs up. Goes on over to Kinsey Atkins. Goes to Bules, top the key. Goes to Emma Hepler now. Hepler looking down in the post, but not there. Goes back to Kinsey Atkins.
Sophia Frazier's doing a really good job at taking away the front of Abbey Viers. Just need to keep trying to lob it over her
Viers
when Frazier's down there.
Ball's out of bounds on the Lady Jays.
Right thing, and Abbey just kind of voiced to Jaelyn just a little bit faster. It's the right thing. They're doing good. They're doing a good job. Abbey is doing such a great job fighting down low. Her post presence is being known here tonight. Feeds up as Burkett intercepts that one. Yates comes to knock it away. Burkett now going hard to the basket, and he'll go up and she'll draw the foul from Taren Yates. I mean, nice job there by Yates to make her earn those 2 points, to make her earn that shot to the free throw line.
Mm-hmm.
So Taren's going to pick up her first, team's third.
For the Lady Jays.
And Burkett gets that one not to drop. As they're now shooting 2 of 3. It's their first missed free throw of the ball game. As Frazier made the first 2. And Burkett straightens up, can't get that one to drop. Abbey Viers with nice job, goes up one-handed, Odell Beckham style, not pulls that one down.
We've done a good job at limiting our fouls so far tonight. Usually we have a pretty good amount more at this point.
Viers now goes down low, no call there in the foul. As Frazier now gets the basketball, she's going to go on the attack, goes up and strong through, and an unfriendly roll there. Home crowd wanted that one to drop. And that'll be a second crucial foul on Abbey Viers. Yeah, they're doing a good job working. I mean, Triton's doing a good job. Yeah, North Judson's defense is doing really well in the low block, but Abbey Viers has done nothing but fight through every single bit of contact she's faced. And, I mean, she's done a good job by using that length and athleticism to kind of get herself some space in there. And Abby's a pretty strong young lady. I mean, watching her play volleyball, and then obviously, I'll tell you what, between her and her sister Alyxa and working with the cattle in the summertime, I'm telling you right now.
Maybe it has to do with working with cattle.
Hey, I'll tell you what, there's a reason why they won most of the Battle of the Barns at Kosciuszko County when we did that. That one goes out, feeds back in, no good there, and Burkett's going to come away with it, but Taren Yates will knock it out, and it's going to stay here with the Lady Jays.
Really good pressure there by Triton, just couldn't pull away the rebound. End up going out of bounds for the Jays.
Like I said, I really like Triton's defense. They don't quit, you know, and even when they're out in the scoreboard, that they don't quit and they continue. I mean, they're battling hard against a team that averages quite a few points. And like right there, Taren Yates got in and knocked it away. They're kind of all hustling to the basketball as Frazier alone for three. Can't get that one to drop far iron. Burkett tries to run it down. She'll throw it off the wall, and she'll take a seat. Tell you what, I'll give all three of these guys a shout. They did an awesome job the other night. I mean, they always do an awesome job. I just show up and talk and plug them some things in and carry things. So you know.
we had that back. We had the voice in our back door when we were talking too. So
yeah,
had a little help.
Back there. Viers with the pull-up jumper, just short of the mark there as Frazier gets the rebound.
It was a good shot to take. Just have to keep shooting. You can't make points if you don't.
Well, some of the Triton fan base not real happy with that no call. As Frazier feeds across, and she'll throw that one out of bounds as Burkett can't get there to corral it. As Gebka will check in, and Hostrawser will check in. Oh, who's coming out?
Emma.
Okay, Emma. Yeah. Okay. I thought Abbey was coming out.
6 on 5.
Triton needs to play real strong. Remaining minute left of the the half. Try to get this game closer before halftime. Give us a good chance to come back out of halftime.
Yates dials long range, can't get that one to drop.
Good job getting back on defense position before the offense can get down.
And Kinsey Atkins gets there and steals it. And foul's going to be on number 32, Lillian Frazier.
That's going to be her second.
Kinsey's done a good job all year of taking contact, taking hard falls to the ground, just getting right back up.
And she did a good job by getting there underneath Frazier there to get in there and use that smaller frame to find a small spot to get in there. And she did a good job by using that crease and getting in there and knocking that ball away. Kinsey's got a nose for the basketball now. She'll go after it. Hostrawser for two. Puts it in.
That's a good job by Kinsey to go around the arc a little bit, draw the defenders that way, then open up Lexia open on the right side.
That's now 6 straight points for Lexia Hostrawser. As Frazier now looking to feed it. Goes back to Gebka. Harper now. Frazier now goes in the lane. She'll lay it up and gets it to Droll. And the final seconds tick away as Kinsey Atkins tries to heave it down there, but that no good after the buzzer. And that's the end of the first half. Lady Jays leading 19-12 over Our Lady Trojans. Kenny will get some first half stats here.
Okay, leading the Trojans, their Hostrawser with 6, Abbey Viers with 4, Yates with 2. Abbey Viers having those 2 fouls, and with Yates with 1 and Hepler with 1. For North Judson, to stay up here, Lillian Frazier with 6, Sophie Frazier with 4, Diskett with 3, Burkett with 2, Harper with 2, and Lillian Frazier with 2 fouls, and then Sophie Frazier, Gepka, and Chambers all have a single foul. Team stats. Trojans still haven't yet to be the free throw line. North Judson, they're 2 of 6, 6 of 9 for 2-pointers, 7-13. Triton still hasn't gotten a 3-pointer to drop, but North Judson did get finally one of their 7. But the biggest thing there is turnovers with Triton with 12, at North Judson with 2.
And to keep themselves alive in the second half, they're going to have to clean up those turnovers. But while they take a break, we'll take a break too, and we'll be right back on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, welcome back, Triton Trojan fans. I'm Andrew here alongside Gavin, Greer, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. As they're here on senior night for the Lady Jays as they lead the way 19-12. Kenny's going to throw up our sectional draw here for the sectional 50 at Culver.
So as you can see, for next week on Tuesday night, Triton did get the second game. So the first game will be West Central and Culver. And then after that will be Argus and Triton. Then the winners there play on Friday night, where the winner of that first game was going to play Oregon Davis, and the winner of the second game will play lacrosse on the Friday evening. And then on Saturday evening they will have those championship games of all those different brackets there. So
Triton getting to face. They played Argus. Argus won that one earlier in the season. Now they're down a couple key players. So we'll see what Triton can do against them as this team's really starting to come along. Like I said, right now they're looking like a team with a lot of potential going into it, with a lot of momentum going into that in the right time of the year. So with that being said, Gavin, what are you going to look for if you're the girls? I mean, I know ball control is going to be the one thing with those 12 turnovers. I mean, North Judson having 5. Where do we go from there? I mean, where would you want to tighten up things a little bit?
Well, we just need to keep trying our hardest on Lillian. She's doing such a good job on offense and defense, forcing a lot of turnovers. Then on offensive side, we just have to keep trying to work it down to the post to Abbey Viers. Doing a really good job at lobbying it up to her, but can't do that every single time, so we have to just keep finding different ways to get it down low.
Like I said, those Twin Towers doing a good job. He's got to keep them out of foul trouble now the rest of the way out. Kinsey Atkins finds Taren Yates on the right wing. Hostrawser in the corner, no good, off the mark. Frazier with the rebound. She's in transition. She kicks on the Jets. Kinsey Atkins makes her forced into a spin move and makes her push away from the basket. Chambers goes in the corner. Dusick for a corner 3, and it's in.
Lexia did a really good job of getting right on top of her, but she just got shot up even with the pressure.
Yates now with it. Goes to Bules, who feeds it over to Kinsey Atkins. Atkins to Bules on top the key. Finds Kinsey now. She'll work herself back to the center court. Harper not giving her any space to breathe as Hostrawser goes on over to Bules on the right wing. Yates cycling up top. Bules pulls it back. Goes back to Yates on the right wing now. Frazier out there on Taren Yates. Goes back to Hostrawser. She has some space. Goes up strong off the glass and gets the N1 opportunity to drop.
Good job to be strong through the contact to get another opportunity on the line.
Hostrawser with that fourth made bucket leads all scorers with 8 points, and she has a chance now for the N1 opportunity.
Trent does a really good job at getting contact on anything down low.
A little too strong on the shot there off the back iron. As Gepka feeds it on up. Frazier now, and then now Harper's got it. Dusick with it now. Knocked away by Taren Yates, and she gets the steal. Yates
forcing her hands to get the ball back for us.
Yates on the fast break now, goes up strong with it, and gets another. Oh, they're going to say she traveled.
Oh. That's such a good job to get that up. There's 2 hands almost right on the ball.
And that's the right way. I mean, she did the exact right thing there. I mean, she attacked the right way. But the smart thing was, I mean, yeah, she made a travel, but yet keep that mentality of attack the basket. Keep attacking the basket, and those opportunities will still open up. Dusick on top to Harper. She'll drive. Pull-up jumpers up, no off the mark as Gepka gets ready to force it back up, and Abbey Viers is going to draw her third personal foul.
Foul on the Lady Trojans, number 24, Abbey Viers.
And that's going to hurt there just a little bit as Viers now with her third personal foul. And sister Alexa might be coming in for her as Gepka's shot takes a friendly bounce.
Abbey just needs to really control herself on the defense. We need her for this game. Her size is really helping us down low.
And her development down the low block this season, I mean, that's something else we need down there. We need that post presence. Gepka's second free throw off the mark there, and they can't quite get a hold of that one as Chambers knocks it away. Now, Alexa also can patrol the post really well, too. She's going to have to really open up and move well without the basketball to open things up for everybody else. Bules feeds it on up to Taren Yates. Yates feeds it back to Bules, quickly to Kinsey Atkins. Bules feeds up high to Taren Yates, who has to go up high to bring that one down. Frazier shutting her off there in the corner, goes back to Bules, tight pass, and Alyxa Viers got the piece of it, and Frazier comes away with it. Here comes Taren Yates, accelerates a little faster than Frazier, and forces the foul, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Good job of not letting her get the easy layup there, making her have to earn it.
You know, that's always the defensive mentality that I grew up with. I mean, if no one's going to go to the basket, I mean, you're not going to go there and obviously shove them and try to hurt somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But go up there and make a little contact and make them earn those 2 points.
Yeah.
And right there, I mean, that a little bit of frustration there by Frazier. I mean, that right there, it can get in ahead of some of the best players if you bump them a little bit before they go up for a free throw. That can really throw them off their game as she resets and makes that one. Kinsey was ready for the pressure there.
Yeah.
Nice job by her to back off there. You know, it would be nice to have Whytnie back for sectionals.
Would be nice.
As Yates is 3 balls up and puts it in.
Good job to pull it from deep. Good job for her to know that she had the opportunity to take that.
Unfortunately, I don't think Whitney's going to be able to. No lifting until March. So it would be great to see her get some moments, though, during sectional play, even to go out there and hang up her jersey and play in this and in the sectionals. It would be great for her to be able to see her do that.
Her biggest thing is getting that trophy there last weekend up at the Bi-County.
Yep, that was awesome to see. She has earned that, and she is such a great young lady. Down here really coaching her teammates up on the bench. Gebka shot off the mark as the rebound goes to Chambers, and she'll pull it back. And Dusick away for 3, not there, as Viers comes in and fights for the rebound. And it's going to stay there with North Judson. Alyxa didn't really quite have the position to spin away there. She was doing a good job of her to hang on to it, though.
Yeah. Whytnie could play in sectional. She could be like Vince Carter when he was in high school. He played with a broken arm and carried his team to state.
Harper now up and in.
Harper with the bucket.
Kinsey Atkins feeds Bules on over to Taren Yates. Yates cross court to Kinsey Atkins. The Jays back with that pressure defense on over to Taren Yates.
Kinsey did a good job there pausing. She almost continued there, and the ball went out of bounds. Good job for her to know that ball's coming her way.
Frazier pull-up jumper is in.
Lily Frazier with the steal.
Well, he was calling that earlier in the game. They was calling that as a foul, but must not have thought there was much contact at that time.
Well, we'll see what they do to straighten up here in the second. Bules now with it up top to Key. Goes to Kinsey Atkins on the left wing. Harper out there on her. Back on top to Bules. Finds Atkins now. She cycles up to the top. Harper not leaving her for a moment. Viers on over to Yates to Atkins on the right wing. Atkins tries to lose the defender with the crossover. Has to feed Bules up top. Viers sets a nice screen there. Rolls away. Bules feeds Hostrawser down the low block. Hostrawser's up, can't get that one to drop. Viers gets a good job to get the rebound. Kinsey Atkins, long range, can't get that one to drop. Rebound's going to go to Gebka.
Good job by Alexa to kick it out to Kinsey for the shot. Just has to keep shooting and eventually fall in.
As Dusick sits there and she gets that 3 to drop. Timeout's going to be on Triton.
Adam needs to use this timeout to get the team ready to go again. Really let the score kind of get away from us at this point.
North Judson's one ended up calling that one.
Oh, they ended up calling that one?
One of both coaches did, and they got him first.
So, I mean, the big thing to keep an eye on now, Gavin, like you said, Adam's going to have to really rally these troops. Yeah, you're down by 14. Mm-hmm. But the big thing to realize is you can still claw your way back in and whittle away at that deficit. They've done a good job on Frazier. They really kind of rattled her. She's kind of starting to pull away from the basket and not really going all the way into the paint as far. But Taren Yates, the one thing to keep an eye on that I really like what I'm seeing is Taren Yates using that athleticism to run them down from behind.
She is doing really good. She's done good at that all season long. Has a lot of good speed in her. And
that speed has really slowed down Frazier, who a lot of fast break points have had to be earned from the free throw line.
Yeah.
Bules back to Yates. Feeds Hostrawser in the corner. On top to Yates. Back to Bules. Kinsey Atkins now works away. Back to Yates. 3 balls up from the left wing. Puts it in.
Really good job by Kinsey. Draw the defense onto the right side and for Taren to get set up on the left for the open shot. Triton just needs to keep doing the deceptive plays, getting the defense to move to the wrong area.
Dusick feeds down low. Shots off the mark and back up by Birkin. They're going to get a chance for the N1 opportunity.
With the bucket and the foul. Foul on number 44
Emma Hepler's going to check in for Alyxa Viers. So Burkett now the line for one. And she'll miss the N1 opportunity as Hostrawser knocks away to Emma Hepler. Kinsey Atkins now quickly up the left side. She'll take it now. Feeds Taren Yates on the right wing. Back to Atkins. Goes to Hepler. Now, here's a good idea here, Gavin. You have Emma Hepler and Taren Yates. You have three players out there that can hit a three ball. Yates goes through the lane and can't get that one to drop as it'll not knocked out of bounds. And then say it's going to go back to North Judson. And this angle might look like it went off Dusek, but hey, the officials say it went off Triton.
Really good job by Taren there to get through the defenders and get the shot up. Just took too many bounces off the rim.
So Harper, Frazier, Dusek, who's going to try the three, and Burke at the 5 for the Lady Jays as that three ball drops.
That's her 12th point. She's 4 of 6 from behind the arc tonight.
She's doing really good out from there.
No look pass from Yates to Kinsey Atkins, feeds Emma Hepler on the far side. Loses her dribble there, got to get rid of it, and Coach Heckaman calls a timeout.
Good timeout by Coach to save them there. They didn't have the opportunity to get the ball out of Emma's hands.
And
well,
that's.
Go ahead.
No,
Oh, I'm just going to say tomorrow night, we don't have to switch the scoreboard. We're going to play the North Judson boys at home now.
Oh, that's right.
So they're kind of this back-to-back deal that they got towards the end of the season for the girls. And so last year they swapped, and so now tomorrow night we'll be back, I think, at 6 o'clock for the JV start, which they did really good earlier, Elkhart Central, Elkhart Christian, but then also winning the Bi-County there the week before.
Yeah.
You know, that was probably my favorite part of the game is you guys, Elkhart Central. I'm like, guys, no.
So we just switched it ECA.
I played high school played Elkhart Central. I'm like, no, I don't. It'd be look a little different on the scoreboard if we were playing Elkhart Central. But yeah, the boys did a real good job against Elkhart Christian. I mean, a team that was favored on John Harrell, but the way they battled in that game, they had that lead, and yet they never gave it back. And that's how they played in the post. And Tyler Heckaman came up big, Oviedo came up big, Tyson Yates. My goodness, that young man was lights out that game. These guys are really starting to kind of believe as they can continue to work hard. They've got to keep finding their groove. This team's going to be dangerous come postseason.
For a JV team, we're going to be missing Cam for a couple of weeks. He got a concussion.
Hope he gets feeling better soon. Cam's a tough guy, but he never likes anybody get hurt.
He was sitting next to me at practice day talking, and he said that he hates watching from the sideline.
As Frazier intercepts that pass, she'll go up strong on the fast break, gets it to drop. That's where a lot of her offense comes from, is on the fast break. Hepler feeds it back on up to Yates. Goes to Bules. Kinsey Atkins walks a tightrope on the far side. Has to throw it in, finds Bules, and Bules will get pushed from behind. And I believe it's going to be on Sophie Frazier, and it is. Sophia Frazier, excuse me. So Soriano coming in now and for the Blue Swish. And Krzyzanowski checking in as well, the other senior for the Lady Jays. Hostrawser pulls it back, and Dusek takes it away. Dusek goes up with that one and gets it to drop.
Doing a really good job at scoring off the break. We just need to stop them getting back so fast.
Fouls on number 12, Jessica Soriano of the Lady Trojans. Jordan Dusek will shoot one for the Lady Jays.
And the Trojan faithful not happy with that call. Ducek misses that one there. As Frazier gets the rebound, goes back up and gets another and one opportunity.
Lily Frazier with the bucket and the foul.
That's going to be on Hostrawser.
Lexia Hostrawser.
That'll be her first personal foul. Frazier shots off the mark as Kinsey Atkins runs it down. And Ducek getting away with the reach there. And now they're going to call the foul.
Foul on the floor.
Good job by Kinsey to hold on to it there, even with all the contact coming in from the two defenders. It's a hard situation to be in.
Yep. Ducek called for the foul. It's her first personal, team's third. As Soriano works top the key. Feeds back to Frazier. She read the pass, and Soriano trying to run down there to get her. And Frazier goes up for 2.
With the steal and the bucket.
So that puts her up to 15 points.
Back to Yates, splits the defenders, feeds Bules, passes a little bit behind her. As Kinsey Atkins now in trouble in the corner. And they're going to jump ball call. And it'll stay here with Triton. As Adriana Berger, the other senior, checking in, and Emma Hepler checking right back in as well. As Soriano comes out. And that's a big thing. Maybe the only mistake with Jess kind of had there on that last play was she didn't quite look off the defender. They kind of knew where she was going with the basket. You got to really sell that to get a real good defender like Frazier to kind of back away. Kinsey Atkins back to Hepler. Trying to take advantage of this zone defense. Yates back to Atkins to Emma Hepler. It's one of those three trying to get freed up. Kinsey Atkins to Hepler. Working it around the perimeter. 15 seconds now. Right there, Yates had a look, didn't want to pull the trigger. Hepler has it now, 5 seconds on the clock, and Frazier takes it away. And she's got a free lane of the basket, goes up strong, gets it to drop before the buzzer.
Really impressive her use her speed to get from half court to the basket with only about 3 seconds left.
Well, might as well be.
Yeah, announcer said it was a final.
Well, okay.
Not quite yet. There for the Trojans, Yates and Hostrawser each having 8, Viers with 4.
What's it say? Can you turn a little bit? I can't read that.
Abbey Viers having 3 fouls, and Taren Yates having 2, and then we got a few of the other Trojans there having a single foul. For North Judson, Lillian Frazier leading the way with 17, Desick with 14, Burkett, Harper, Frazier all with 4, and then Lillian Frazier with the 2 fouls. Both Fraziers having 2 fouls and Chambers having 2. And then for team stats there, still Trojans just 0 from 1 for free throw, only 4 of 13 for Judson. But they're at the very bottom there. There's 20 turnovers to the Trojans, leading over to the points for North Judson.
So there we go, 46-20. North Judson's out in front. Krzyzanowski's out there with Harper, Burkett, Frazier, and Berger. The 5 out there for the Lady Jays. Emma Hepler, Taren Yates, Jaelyn Bules, Kinsey Atkins, and Lexia Hostrawser, the 5 for Triton. See what the Blue Swish can do here and win this 4th quarter. And Yates will get called for a kickball.
Good try by her, try to take it away.
As Gebka will come for Burkett. So all 3 seniors for the Lady Jays are now on the floor here to start this 4th quarter. As Krzyzanowski will get ready to inbound it. Spins away from Hepler, loses it, but Emma Hepler, nice job and knocked that one away. Yates on the fast break, goes up strong with it off the glass, can't get that one to drop. And Frazier still alive, fighting through the contact. Emma Hepler gets it away, but it's going to be a kicked ball. It was a little delayed there on the kicked ball.
Kicked ball by the Lady Trojans.
Good try by Taren to dive for the ball when Lillian had the fast break there. Just putting her body out, tried to get the ball back.
And that was a good job by Emma Hepler to stick her foot out there and knock that passing lane away. And Bules will check out as the Twin Towers now reformed down there for Triton. That was a good job by Emma, though. She saw the passing lane and did everything she could to make sure that pass didn't go down the block. Emma has really done a good job jumping passing lanes and just really attacking there. Frazier comes from behind and rips away from Viers as Frazier now straight away. Feeds Gebka down low, kicks it back up top. Frazier. And we'll try another one from this side. No good as Krzyzanowski can't get the odd Adriana Berger missed 3. And Triton takes back over. Kinsey Atkins with the basketball. Past the half-court line. Kicks it to Hepler. Hepler pulls back to Yates.
Emma, shoot that!
Hepler back to Atkins. To Hepler on the right wing. On over to Kinsey Atkins, left wing. Back to Emma, trying to rock this defense to sleep. Had Hostrawser in the corner. Viers trying to get position down low.
Good job of spraying the ball around, movement off the ball.
Hepler can't get that one to drop as she kind of rushed that one a little bit as Frazier now past the half-court line. Fancy dribble move there behind the back, feeds it over to Krzyzanowski. Krzyzanowski with the floater, blocked by Viers, and they're going to call a foul. That's going to be the fourth personal on Abbey Viers. Not quite sure I agree. It looked like she might have a little more ball on that one. But that will send the senior, Megan Krzyzanowski, to the line for 2. Shots up and off the mark there.
Triton needs to watch themselves for the rest of the game. With 6 fouls, 1 more puts us in the bonus, and that's a lot of time to be in the bonus.
It's Kinsey Atkins will come out
this much.
Yep. Like I said, the big things here for the girls, you got to keep battling hard. If you battle hard the rest of the way out, that's the kind of stuff that's really going to help you going forward. Yeah, we know we're facing a tough team here tonight in this North Judson team. I mean, they played them well in the first 2 quarters. But, I mean, like here, that big 27-point third quarter by the Lady Jays has really just kind of put things kind of out of reach. But Triton just needs to keep fight back and work away at that deficit and really focus hard against a tough team. Like I said, iron sharpens iron, something I always preach. And these girls here, I mean, this right here will make them better if they can stand tall in this moment, prepare them for sectionals. Lexia Hostrawser finds double digits with that 2-pointer.
Good job to swing it to her where she had the opportunity to get the shot up easy.
And Lexi and those baseline jumpers have dropped all night for her. As Harper now works right, feeds Frazier in the right wing. Cross court on top. Berger goes to feed away, but Yates knocks it away. Berger gets it back straight away. And she'll pull up jumper, gets that one off the mark. And Abby goes to fight for it, knocks it away as Gebke has it now. Back to Harper. Harper will go. Trying to back down Yates. Kicks it back. Berger for 3. No good. Rebound. She gets her own rebound there. Fights Emma Hepler for that one. Hepler got a piece of it. It's going to stay here with the Lady Jays. As Bules will now check in for Emma Hepler. She'll come out. Emma Hepler's played really good, tonight. Granted, you don't see quite translating to the scoreboard, but yet she's done a great job jumping passing lanes, playing some good quality defense. The Lady Jays, they're a good team. Don't take anything away from it. Those are tough. As Krzyzanowski misses that 3, and Gebke got away from an over and back call there over Bules, and they're going to get Abbey Viers done. She's going to be done for the night.
Fouls on the Lady Trojans. Number 24, Abbey Viers.
That's a tough call to go out on.
Gebke to the line. She'll shoot 2. Abbey Viers coming out for the Lady Trojans. Going in for her was Lexia Viers.
Gebke now to the line for 2. That one off the mark as they're now in the bonus the rest of the way out. As Burkett will check in for Harper.
Going in, she goes in for Addie Harper.
So as Berger gets her second attempt on the free throw line, gets that one to drop. As Bules inbounds to Taren Yates up to Soriano. Big thing here, like I said, Gavin, is work on that ball movement, run your offense. Continue to kind of keep working. You know you're facing a team that's really fought hard here tonight.
They have.
They've done good. Triton's done a good job. Yates now fires up the shot. Like I said, the offense is going to have to come for sectionals if they want to have a chance. Frazier up to Burkett, passes up there and drops it in. As they now have neared what they average per game, around 50 points a game. Lady Jays kind of catching fire here on senior night.
This is just going to end up becoming a lesson game for the team. It's going to teach us we have to play even harder against competition and sectionals, especially if we reach Oregon Davis. That's probably one of the best teams we played against this whole season.
And we played that Knox team, but like I said, this here late in the season, this is probably one of the better teams we faced. I think this Lady Jays team, that's a talented group. Yates now on the right wing, goes to Hostrawser in the corner. Back onto Yates to Bules up top. Finds Soriano now. She'll cycle back up top the key. Yates now feeds Hostrawser in the corner. Tries to go down to Alyxa Viers as that one's knocked off the leg of Gebke. Burkett feeds Berger down low, and she misses that one, and Alyxa Viers goes in and throws it away. And that one's blocked by Hostrawser, and Alyxa Viers gets the rebound. We're going to get a timeout for Triton. That might be it.
Full timeout.
I really like how hard the Jays are trying to get their third senior to get her points for senior night.
Yeah, I mean, that's always a big thing. I mean, in your final home game, you want to see all your seniors get points in their final time here playing on their home court. But like I said, Gavin, these girls, and right over there, that's one thing I like is seeing Whytnie Miller down there talking to Emma Hepler, really kind of talking to her, really kind of encouraging her. You know, that's one thing with Whytnie and how she's finding a way to contribute. You know, unfortunately, she would love to be out there on the floor battling it out, but yet unfortunately she's not able to. But yet down there really talking to some of these underclassmen, really helping her teammates still.
Really good motivator for them.
And that's one thing.
In a game like this especially.
Because, I mean, they're going to need all the motivation in the world going into next week because, I mean, like I said, Tuesday we hit the ground running and the sectional's underway, and it's win and move on and lose and go home. And
she did a really good job at providing motivation for the team during Bi-County. She was in the huddle, getting them going every single time, coming out of the locker room, out of timeouts, just everything, trying to be there for her team.
It's not close enough to his mouth.
There you go. So Bules, Soriano, Yates, Hostrawser, and Alyxa Viers, the 5 out there for the Blue Swish. For the Lady Jays, they're going to have all 3 seniors out there, and Krasnowski, Gebka, and Berger out there with Frazier and Burkett, the 2 underclassmen. Emma Hepler getting ready to check in. Yates quickly to Bules, on top to Soriano. She works it fast back to the other side. Low look pass to Yates as she drives. Goes to Soriano, to Bules. Triton kind of working here with 3:20 remaining. North Judson out in front. Coach Heckaman relaying to Emma Hepler what he wants her to do out there on the floor. As Hostrawser gets it deep 2 from the corner. Oh, couldn't quite get that one to drop, and Bules comes in and knocks it out. And the ball will go back to the Lady Jays as Emma Hepler will check in for Taren Yates. Taren Yates had herself quite a game there with those 8 points on the night. Those 2 big 3-pointers in that there in the second quarter. Or was it the second quarter or was it the third quarter? I want to say it was the third.
I think third too.
I'll say the third. So 2 big 3-pointers in the third corner for her. Taren really developing into a really good basketball player. I'm sure the one-on-one. I'd like to watch the one-on-one battles between her and her brother at home. Just saying. Krasnowski now on the right wing, kicks it on over to Berger. She's going to drive. Tries to feed it up over top, and Hostrawser jumping there for the rebound.
Would you call that a shot or a pass?
Line drive shot. That's the old Dirk Nowitzki line drive shot there. Bules now on top. The key works it back on over to Hepler on the left wing. Hostrawser, nice job. Nice look there from the baseline and puts it in.
Doing a really good job at shooting out from that location all night.
Hostrawser now with 12 points on the evening. Having herself a big game. Always like Emma's attitude, always a smile on her face. No matter how tough the game's going, volleyball or basketball, always have a smile on her face. Now one will go out on North Judson. As Soriano past the half-court line. Goes to Hostrawser, working it back across. Hepler with a pull-up jumper, but Krasnowski gets a big block there. As Hostrawser trying to fight with it, tries to feed Alyxa Viers.
Ball's out of bounds on the Lady Trojans.
Just a little out of position there. Get ready for that pass. As Emma Hepler's going to come out and see if she can throw off Burkett a little bit. Krasnowski on the right wing. Tries to feed Gebka, but Soriano gets there. Nice job by her to use that size to get up underneath there and knock it away. And a whole host of Lady Jays get ready to come in.
Going to be Jocelyn Radke, Mia McMullen, Hannah Chapin, and Gabby Boyd. Hey, let's take a moment to give a big round of applause to our seniors. Natalia, Megan, and Adriana, thank you for the time that you have given us.
As they take a moment as all the seniors walk off the court for the Lady Jays for the final time at home.
And Allison, thanks for committing your time to being the trainer.
Manager.
Trainer.
I think you need some certification to be a trainer.
Hey, I popped my ankle out of place once and I used duct tape to keep it to put it back in place after I got done. It worked. Does that make me certified?
I say, did you get the sledgehammer out or something, tap it in place?
Well, I mean, you use that on one side, and you had to use the scoop shovel on the other side to kind of make sure you didn't go too far. Hostrawser bank shots open. As she gets that one to drop, that's going to be 14 points in the night for her, tying her for the second highest in the game. Burkett gets through the pressure. Backs out as we're inside the final minute of the ball game here. Also want to thank North Judson St. Pierre Athletic Department for all their help in getting us everything we need here and set up tonight, as well as the refreshments. Really appreciate all their hospitality. As Hepler goes in there to fight for it, and Soriano comes away with it. Some of the Lady Jays' JV players out there now playing now. Soriano works to Bules. She's on top. Hepler to Hostrawser. Hostrawser feeds Alyxa Viers. She'll go up strong, and the senior gets that one to drop. Nice post move there by Alyxa to get that one to go in.
Yeah, it's a really good move to get opened up.
Harold was close. 52-27. He was
yep.
close. Hepler with a deep three. Oh! And that's the ball game. 50-28. Lady Jays wins on senior night.
Are you sure this time? That's the end of the ball game?
They're shaking hands. I'm going to guess. I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm going to guess.
All right, there. It was head Hostrawser led Trojans with 14 points. Yates with 8. Abbey Viers with 4, and Alyxa Viers with 2. For the Blue Jays, Lillian Frazier with 17, Duzik with 14, Burkett with 6, Harper with 4, Sophia Frazier with 4, then Gepa and Karzanowski with each a single point. For team stats, Trojans only got to the free throw line near just one attempt and missed it. North Judson 6 of 17, 2-pointers 11 and 19 for the Trojans, 16 and 28 for North Judson. 2 of 9 behind the arc for Trojans and 4 of 16 for North Judson. But the big thing there is those 22 turnovers to the 10 turnovers for the North Judson Blue Jays.
So with that being said, like I said, the girls just need to kind of keep working on. I mean, they're going to get there. I mean, this is kind of a game where you kind of need that game before sectionals to kind of humble yourself a little bit. But the girls need to use this as a learning moment. Go back and hit it and work hard again. So tune in tomorrow night, folks, as we'll be back home facing the North Judson boys varsity team and junior varsity basketball teams. And with that being said, folks, we're going to hang up here tonight. And until next time, Trojan fans, remember the Trojan way.